Welcome to Yuen Method Talk Radio. We're broadcasting live from West Hills, California. In a moment, you will experience unique insight and one-of-a-kind perspective from Shaolin Grandmaster Dr. Cam Yuen. Dr. Cam Yuen, DC, has worked with patients for over 30 years and has been the world's foremost expert and leading grandmaster of Shaolin Kung Fu for nearly half a century. He's a well-known author and martial artist, frequently appearing on the covers of different martial arts magazines. He was also the technical and Kung Fu advisor on the original Kung Fu TV series, and thus was instrumental in bringing authentic Kung Fu to the international audience. To talk to Dr. Yuen, please call in now or visit our website. The guest call-in number is 646-478-3782. You can ask us a question anytime on our website. You will also find out about our exciting upcoming live events on our website. To ask Dr. Yuen a question, please visit yuenmethod.com/ask. That's yuenmethod.com/ASK. Now, here he is, live on the air, Dr. Cam Yuen.
Hey, hi everybody. This is Dr. Cam Yuen, along with Marnie Greenberg here, and charming Marnie Greenberg, and we're gonna have this program together for you today. So, welcome to this free tele clinic.
Hey everyone, it's Marnie Greenberg. It's great to be here today. We had so many questions come in the last month, ever since we released our #1 best-selling book, Delete On-the-Spot Stress and Pain, that I wanted to be here today. And just at the end of this, we're going to do a special live Q&A. So if you have any kind of logistical questions or any questions at all, go ahead throughout this live stream and enter them into the chat. And if you stay here at the end, I'll be more than happy and excited to answer those for you so that you get the best possible experience. And also, I noticed a lot of people in the chat are, telling us what kind of problems they have or pain. And I want to assure you that during this live stream, we are strengthening everybody. And as Dr. Yuen directs strength one-on-one to the live callers, as he'll do as many as time permits today, you are also going to get that strengthening as well, especially if you resonate with the same weaknesses as the person Dr. Yuen's working on. So pay attention to how your physical body is feeling during this live stream, because I know all of you are going to be feeling the flow of energy, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to start now.
Okay, I'm glad everyone's here, ready to get started. So we're going to deal with the physical pain, and not only physical pain, but the physical surroundings, as well as mental, emotional, psychological, that pain and stress that you think you have, and also the suffering problems that people have, and we're going to address all those things. So it's about deletion and deleting any physical problem, right? So it's also non-physical as well. So any physical illness and sickness and illness and disease, and also traumas, right? All those symptoms that we want to actually let you experience the deletion of those symptoms. So if you have an illness and you have no symptoms, then the illness is not that much of an effect on you. So it could be chronic or acute. So it doesn't matter how long you have it, how severe the problem is, it still would be addressed the same way and improved upon. So it's all about making an improvement. So it's about finding the weakness and strengthen the weakness and strengthen the midline. So you want to make your midline strong, right? So, and continue to strengthen your midline. That includes your spinal cord and your central nervous system. So everything would be working up to the level that ought to be working on a physical level for you. So you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, we're ready for our first caller. We got a lot of callers over there. Our team is here to take the calls.
We are full. 317.
Okay, 317, you are on.
Hi, I used to be in really good shape, and then I hurt my back, and now when I try to exercise, I can't because my back hurts too bad.
Okay, so you feel that pain right now in your lower back?
Yes, it's my lower back, and sometimes it goes up to the middle of my back.
Okay, so you have some symptoms now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so even though people have the symptoms in that part of the body, people just, everyone would jump to the conclusion that's where the problem would be, but it's really come from the front. So it's come from your sternum, it comes from the rib hairs to your sternum, and you would just strengthen that part of it and actually strengthen your whole torso. Your torso has to be evenly strong with one part of it to another part. So that would be a better communication. And also your spinal cord communicating with your action, particularly when you're like exercising. So we want that to be strong. Okay, so just move your torso or your back and see what it seems like compared before. It's the same or different?
Okay. Actually, it hurts a little bit more. It's down my lower back.
Okay, so it hurt a little bit more, but it's more specific now, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
More specific.
All right, so it's not so much it hurt a little bit more. It's your perception had to keep up with the change. And now you actually have a specific experience that you want to resolve. Right? This particular one would be some kind of family influences on that pain, all right? So you can have physical pain, you can have family non-physical pain that give you the physical pain, right? So let's make you strong to the influences that affect you from your family. Could be just one time, could be continuous effect. So we're just gonna strengthen you, delete the effects of it. Now, how's that particular area seem like to you compared to before?
Okay, it feels better when I bend over.
Okay. Now, looking at a situation, when you think about exercising, you relate that to hard physical work. And when you connect the two, the hard physical work just make it harder for you to exercise or give you a weakness for exercising. So let's say, hypothetically, you have a job that you have to do a lot of hard physical work, like completely physical, physical labor, right? Would that bother you if you have to carry heavy things and do things that?
I love physical activity, so that does not bother me. But even thinking about lifting heavy boxes right now hurts because
right. As long as it's not work, right? If it's like exercise with the music, you're okay with it. But if it's lifting things and let's say you're pushing things, let's say you were building the pyramid, it would bother you, right?
Yes, and it's funny that you mentioned I dance to music, and that's what I'm not able to do, which is bothering me a lot.
Okay, so let's remove the hard physical labor, right? So I have to make you strong to it and delete the effects of it. Once you identify it, you could delete it instead of just making an assumption, right? So now when you think about exercising hard and does it still have any effect on you?
Now it feels better.
Okay, now just move around, right? You have a body, just do exercise on your own without the music at this point. Now let us know how it seems.
It feels better right now.
Okay, now, so you say right now, it's like, so you're kind of concerned about your future, right?
Yes.
So let's remove your future concern, right? So we should not be concerned about our future. You want to be, see, this method actually leads you to actually change your future. So your future will not have any negative effect on you. So if you have negative effect on you now, when you get to the future, it will be even worse, right? So you can connect with something in the future, right? That bothers you, right?
Yes.
So we're going to establish that as a baseline, just like engineering, you establish a baseline. So you will strengthen you for that, or turn on your biocomputer, and also delete the effects of it, and then reset your computer. Now think about it again. Now, what's that seem like now about the future?
Well, you did something because I'm smiling.
All right.
You must have lifted something.
Right. It's nothing in the future, right? That's what you want. You want to delete it,
That's
right?
good.
Okay, any comments?
Well, that's great. You sound good. You sound like something lifted off you. You can bend forward easier. Now you're going to be dancing and smiling. So that's great.
It's time that everyone knows you could do this, right? So instead of thinking it's medicine, you don't need any medicine at this point, right?
How did you hear about Dr. Yuen?
I have a friend, Robert Novak.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, I'd be familiar with him.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
All right, great. Thanks for calling.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay, so how's everyone out there listening feeling? Pay attention. Now that Dr. deleted her back pain, you're also going to be feeling those shifts in your body. I notice a lot of people on here. I'm reading the live chat so we can best also direct you the same energy. Brad said please help me delete the self-sabotage and doubt. So we're deleting self-sabotage. We're deleting all those who feel doubt, especially doubt with the method.
See, the doubt is really a mental trip. So the best thing to do is actually encourage your mind to take a mental trip somewhere out of your body so it doesn't have any effect on your body. Okay, so that should, in a few seconds, you could actually delete the doubts, right? It's not something that you have to work through weeks and months or even years, right? People think that, have to work through the doubts or gain the confidence, it just doesn't have to take a lot of effort and time to do that.
So again, everybody on this live stream, are you feeling it? Feel your body, feel the doubt be deleted, the stress, anxiety from Vanessa. Pamela says, sister who resists help. So we're going to delete all resistance in people. So you're open and receptive to all the deletion and strengthening.
Let's make sure they get it. So we just train everybody again.
So everyone on here, we're going to take some more callers because I notice a lot of people on here are in pain. So the more people Dr. Yuen talks to, the better you'll be feeling. So we'll take another caller.
301.
301, you're on live.
Yes, this is, I have a concern about my son. He had a hard fall and hurt his elbow, and also he has difficulty finding a job. He's in the film industry.
Okay, so it's for your son. So the Yuen method works great on surrogate, so we'll strengthen your son. He had a hard fall, you said?
Yes, he was chasing a cat around the pool, and he tripped on something and fell down very hard.
Okay.
So he actually has a fracture.
So I'm sorry.
Go ahead. So he has a fracture.
I was going to say that when you think about his experience of the hard fall and also the movie business or having a job in that industry, it affects you, right? When you think about it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we use that as a baseline, right? So we will change him and not change you, so you don't care, right? So we're looking at the situation. The hard fall is actually it's the right sequence because that's weaker than the other one, the job. All right, so hard fall is really not just one experience of falling. It's like you have experience of seeing. Well, I don't want to give you a story, but I'm just going to not correct the story. I strengthen the effect of the story and delete the effect of it. That would ask you again, when you think about his hard falling, now, how does it affect you compared before? It's the same or different?
It's better.
Yeah, it's different, right? That's all you have to accept is different. Now, let's make it more complete, right? Your perception has to be more complete with it. And let's go to the occupation thing, right? So when you think about his struggling to get into a movie business or entertainment business, that affects you, right? So now let's look at that situation. It's really him with all the other players or actors and directors, and so the Hollywood is in Hollywood, right? You're talking about, right?
Yes.
All right. So when we think about the internal dynamic of the Hollywood circle, there's a lot of weakness inside of that circle. So we just strengthen the boundary, so there'll be no weakness that you perceive that you actually perceive him struggling with those weaknesses. When there's no weakness for him to struggle, then everything's gonna fall into place, right? So and also the external dynamic should be not weaken this Hollywood circle. Okay, so we just done that. Now think about him again. Now, what does that seem like?
It's better. It's one more thing. He was on the set and somebody got killed, and now the person responsible went to jail. So it's like a big emotional turmoil.
Oh yeah, was it an accident or what? What do you mean someone got killed at the set?
Yeah, there was an accident.
Well, remind me not to get back in the movie business, right? So it's kind of strange. So anyway, so since you brought that up, I mean, it affects you, right? The experience that he had affects you, right? Again, we go back and changing that situation because obviously he's affected by that experience, right? So that experience that he witnessed, it just created a lot of uncertainty about his future experience or future life. So we just delete what's possibly might happen in the future that would be negative. So we delete all the effects of the future that could be negative, right? Now think about him again and what happened in the past. Now what's that seem like?
Yeah, I have a great relief.
Right, that's good. So that's how things work, because you want to delete the effect of the past so it does not project into the future and make the future not as good as it ought to be, right? So thank you. Marnie, you want to say something?
So it's great that you're doing this for your son. And, I want to even tell everybody that's listening, this is, one of the best things you can do for your children.
Oh, for sure, because otherwise they get in trouble in the future, right? Especially when you have young children, because if you don't do things for them, you don't know if they're going to do something the whole family are going to regret that they did it, right? They might end up in jail and sitting there in jail for a long time, which is not, it's actually stoppable. I shouldn't say preventable. You could actually stop that from happening.
Stop it in its tracks.
That's right. So it never happened, right? So all children would not have a possibility of doing things when they grow up that could be, get them in trouble, or the family, feeling bad about it.
So that's great that you did this for your son. And a lot of people have that question, like, do you have to let the person know that you're applying the method on them? And the answer is no. I mean, that's the best thing about this, is you don't even have to tell them. You just apply the method and they get better. Well, and you don't have to verbalize it to them.
Well, it's just like thinking the best for them, but you take a few steps further with them, right? So it's not like you're intruding into their privacy. You're not doing that at all, right? So.
Okay, so thank you so much. I'm glad you felt that shift in your son.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so let a lot of people know about it, right? So we want to change the world. We want more people to know that they can actually do this and have this done. There's nothing weird about this, right? This is the engineering science, right? So engineering science and technology that gonna lead to results and expect results, right? We're not going to make them the excuses for no results.
Okay, thank you so much. We'll take another caller. A lot of people here are wishing you a happy birthday, Dr. Yuen. Crystal, happy birthday to Dr. Yuen. And Rose.
Well, I'm always happy, so thank you so much.
And Margaret, happy birthday. So Dr. Yuen actually had a birthday yesterday.
Oh, don't remind me of that, right? So that's okay.
At 74 years old, I mean,
don't tell everybody
how
that
to live to be 100 and not look or feel like it. That's what this is all about. You're living proof, right?
Well, I have to live it and prove it, right? And I want everybody else to do the same, right? It's not like, I'm just an oddball, right? Everyone could be more functional as we age, right? And maintain our performance and able to be independent and free, right? You don't have to have assist care, right? So this actually help people who have aging parents or they themselves aging, that you can actually stop that, right? So if you depend on medication or vitamins or taking some supplements, it's not gonna get there, right? You have to know exactly what those weaknesses are specifically. It's very exact. When you achieve the exactness, as I'd say, like technology and engineering, you would resolve the problem. But if you're guessing, nothing, would be resolved, right? In fact, it would get worse.
So a lot of more people are saying happy birthday, and people from all over the world, from Mexico to Spain to all
Well,
over
you
the
know,
world.
it's easier to have the whole world because if I just expect people in my neighborhood, you know, that's hard to get them, right?
Brad said he's feeling the energy. It's amazing, and the energy is flowing, so that's great. We hope everybody in the audience here is feeling this flow. We're directing
this is just a
way.
common thing that everyone could do, right?
We're going to delete everybody who's listening right now. We're going to delete all your financial worries because I see a lot of people are saying they're stressed, they're financially stressed.
All right, now let's look at the finances.
Let's look at the finances.
I've spoken to you about finances.
So you got to have them think about it.
And the good thing about it is to establish a baseline on engineering. I'm just saying that it's just like health, right? You want to restore your health and you got the wrong answer, it would actually make it difficult for you to restore your health, right? So likewise, when it comes to money, everybody's screwed up, right? Everybody make mistake about about money, right? So our ancestors think that, you know, it's so hard to make money, right? Well, they made it hard for themselves. Of course, other people will make it hard for them too, right? So let's look at that situation, you know, besides heirs around the planet, the next thing, the most plentiful would be money, right? So let's ensure that whatever wrong answers that everyone had collectively that we resonate with would be deleted down to 0 minus infinity from a computer, right?
So I feel that everyone think about money right now, and do you feel the same or different? And if you don't feel different, a shift of what Dr. Yuen just did and what I just did silently, then we want to correct everybody's perception. So it's just perception.
Well, very good. You know how to do that now. Okay.
So everyone now that's on this live stream we're going to do some more. Let's do some more for prosperity, for abundance.
Well, let's remove the cumulative effect of the wrong answer about money, right? Now, that's coming from a collective experience. And then secondly, would be some kind of religious experience. I don't mean your religion that you belong to is all religion, right? So let's make sure that religion and money does not in conflict with each other, right? They always think that if you have money, then somehow you're gonna, not gonna be that good in the eyes of God, which is kind of funny to suggest that, right? The whole universe is filled with wealth, right? Now, and the third weakness would be the person's spiritual experiences. So if we have thousands of years that our spirit that went back in time, that all we did was struggling with the finances, only now and then that we don't have to. So struggling with finances is like 1,000,000 times or 1,000,000% of you, or every one of you on the average. So we bring it down to 0 minus infinity. Once you recognize what it is, you resolve the problem. There's no guessing, no saying things that you quote from someone or quote from the book. It has to follow by immediate results. So give us an input on your immediate results.
Yeah, let us know. We're here. We're reading the chat. Let us know if you feel the same or different when you think about money, because now you are strong for money. You're strong for finances and abundance. And let's see, Joanna says she's feeling so much lighter in her belly, so that's great. A lot of people are sending you love. And Claudia says, yes, feels great. Thank you. All right, we're going to keep going with some live callers. Next.
323.
323, you're on live. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
Dean?
Dean. Dean, do you have any pain
Yes.
Dr. Yuen can help you with today?
There's no pain, but I have a thing where I have to pee a lot.
You have to pee a lot. Okay, so does that happen at night or throughout the day?
Good question.
Okay.
All day?
Yeah.
Okay, all day, right? So when you look at that situation, I mean, obviously, thinking about that situation, it has a negative effect on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we established that as the baseline. All right, so mentally thinking about having that condition, it affects him mentally. So I would say now, urination, his urination has a weakness for him, and and other people kind of get in the way of him having time to urinate and things like that seem to have a weakness also. So there's two things. So we might as well go for the third one. The third one would be it's just unpleasant to smell the urine smell, right, in a place. So let's just resolve all that, right? So whether you have those experiences or not, those are the three leading experiences that affect you, and some of these experiences actually came from your spiritual experience. So that been with you for like 1,000 years. So let's remove the effects of it. Now, I will ask you again, now when you think about your condition with urination, it's the same or different?
It's different.
Okay, good. Now that's the starting point. Now, for that urination or the urinary system to be stronger, when you think about how your urinary system connect back to your spinal cord, there's a weakness in that connection. So you want to strengthen the weakness so that we connect strongly with each other. The system, the organs of the urinary system, there's some weaknesses there too. So you would just strengthen that, right? Now, and from that, now when you think about the future, having problem with your urination, are you able to connect with it and be affected by it? When you think about the future, having the same problem, does that affect you when you think about the future?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
a little bit, but not strongly.
Yeah. But I'm saying that when you connect with the future, you think there's urination, but it's really about other things in the future that bothers you. So now I'm sure you could connect with another thing in your future that bothers you in the future that have nothing to do with urination, right? Are you able to connect with one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that, right? You don't have to tell us what it is, okay? The beauty about this method is that no one have to talk about it, right? So you connect with it, is there, right?
Yeah.
That's your baseline. Now, that is one of like a million things. So we have a million things that affect you, 1,000% of you. So we just delete it down to zero minus infinity. That's how things improve when you consider yourself as computers instead of just a chemical factory. You actually resolve everything on the spot. Okay. Now think about the future again. Now what does that seem like now compared before? It's the same or different?
Oh, it's different.
Okay, so you acknowledge it, right? I'm not going to try to convince you you got better, right? And then get you motivated, inspired, and love yourself, that kind of thing, right? Those things are good, but it doesn't resolve the problem. So you have less of a problem now?
Oh, yeah, I'm more optimistic.
Okay, that's great. So what you have to do is tense your body more and tense your urinary system. Use your brain to tense that, right? So there's more things that we want everyone to experience on the physical level and not go off the tangent to non-physical, unrelated experiences. Okay.
Yeah.
So join us, right? If you have time and you want to further yourself, you should join us and become an expert in what, in what this is all about, right? So it's not that difficult. In fact, you already know it. You just need some directions.
So you want to share with everyone how'd that feel as Dr. Yuen was applying those deletions?
I feel lighter.
You feel lighter?
Yeah, I feel like easier, more optimistic.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels really good.
It feels good. So I'm
glad
you're open. That's great.
Anyone could do this. We all
can do this.
Yeah, I don't want you to think that I'm the only freak around here, okay? So anyone could do this, and it's time for humanity to recognize you could all do this, okay?
So we all can do this. That's what the training modules are all about, and the clinic. So thank you so much for participating. Anna says, woohoo, no more financial problems. She's on the live chat. Wenda says, happy birthday, Dr. Yuen. I'm in the process of doing training modules 1, 2, 3. My deepest thanks and honor for you to the training. So that's great, Linda. You're loving the training. And let's see, Jean says, after money strengthening, still feeling disruption in her belly. So let's strengthen that, Jean. We're strengthening your belly right now and your perception. So let us know how that's doing. Pamela says, I am feeling more energy flowing through me. So that's great, Pamela. You're very open to this.
Well, let's increase everyone's energy. We all could use more energy, right?
We all could use more energy. Dean says, feel joy about money, no worries. Teresa says, feel happy when thinking of money. So that's great that you felt those money corrections. Kevin says, I feel a little more relaxed, less stressed over my finances right now. Claudia says she's feeling neutral. Brian says, I feel different. Anna says, thank you, Dr. Yuen, for helping our son who is in filming. You just talked to his dad. Hey, great. Happy birthday. So it seems like a lot of people are giving us feedback. So I encourage you, give us feedback.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Everyone's
we want people to benefit and improve, so the whole world will improve.
So, yeah. And we also want to encourage you. You know, it seems like a lot of people on here are in the training modules also. But, you know, a common question is, if I've done the training module, should I still join the clinic? And I do want to let you know we have a 5-week clinic that is coming up. It starts March 19th. And if you email us at contactus@yuenmethod.com, you can see that in the admin notice. We're giving a $200 special coupon for that clinic, and the early bird is still open. So a lot of people were asking about the clinic and the benefits of the clinic. And I want to let you know that these live events that we do are great, but you know, the Yuen method isn't something that you just do once. And a lot of people are asking questions like, what is this about? And how do you do it? And how is it so fast? And the most frequently asked question we get is, how does Dr. Yuen get results so fast?
Everyone could get just as fast as I
and that's why we developed the 5-week clinic, because for those of you who are implementing the Yuen method, you get a lot of benefit out of listening to Dr. Yuen in a small group setting each week for 5 weeks to actually, you know, take you through that. So
you get the latest update, and the update is always going to be faster than the previous, experience that people have.
So you get a lot of benefit out of the 5-week clinic because it's every week for 5 weeks. So Dr. do you want to elaborate on how you evaluate people and reevaluate them over the 5-week period, and why that's so much more powerful than just a one-on-one or doing the live stream?
Well, in a group, you're always going to have synergistic energy from each person, and you know that's what it's supposed, the support group supposed to be. But then it just kind of got away from that. The support group did not come out as a support group, and that's what becomes a problem for people to get together.
Okay, so we're going to continue, and thanks. Definitely keep letting us know how you're feeling through this, and definitely if you are one of these people you're saying you're in pain, I definitely recommend taking the 5-week clinic.
Oh, for sure.
So okay.
And we will continue with this, and why don't you? I'll let you do it and come back. All right. So.
Okay, we'll take another caller.
All right. 312.
Okay, you don't want to do it now by yourself?
312, right. You're on? No.
312, Elson Reed's calling. I'm having a hard time to get to the roots of the issue of my severe bloodline problems.
When you say bloodline problem, what do you really mean?
Literally my mother.
Okay, so you have an issue with your mom, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, big time.
Okay, now, all right. We want to keep it simple. The bottom line is that you have an issue or problem with your mom. And now, it's not really what that is, right? What do you say it is? It is what it is. You would resolve it, right? The right answer, resolve it. So we just resolve it and then tell you the right answer afterwards, right? So now I resolved it for you, and it took about 3 seconds, right? So if I wasn't talking, it should be even less than that, right? And you could do it yourself. So I'm just saying that now when you think about your mother again, now it's the same or different than before.
Oh, I'm hot like I will explode.
Well, I'm saying it still bothers you, right? Is that what you're saying? Or is it different?
Yeah, maybe it's bubbling up more stuff.
Huh?
But it's different.
It's bubbling up more stuff, meaning...
Well, that's not true. It troubles her that she's losing it, okay? So let's resolve that, all right? Now, how about now?
I can breathe normal. Yes, I have air currents throughout my body.
It's better now, right?
She's breathing better, she said.
So I was going to say to you, you know, you think it's your mother is the issue. It's really you as a mother more of an issue, okay? And you have spiritual experience of being the mother, and that was the problem for you, okay? So so we resolved that.
Okay.
So when you think about your mother now, you feel you're breathing better.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I'm sure many people on this live stream can relate with that when they think about their mother or mother issues or mother weaknesses. So we're strengthening everybody in the group for that right now.
Oh, great. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. And that's great. Thank you for being live here with us today. We have other people here that are saying they are taking an online course and they're enjoying it. A lot of people on here say they've started module 1, 2, 3. So let's talk about feeling the difference between strong or weak. Dr. Yuen's training modules.
You want to go into that and also logistics here?
Well, we can talk a little bit about it. So
yeah, I'll let you do that, okay? Because I need to take a little break here.
Okay, so
and because somebody is asking for my appearance. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about module 1, 2, 3. There are many questions on here. And what's the difference between module 1, 2, 3, module 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So module 1, 2, 3 is a good place to start, although you can take these training modules in any order. So I know a lot of people think, well, it's training module 7, but you can take these training modules in any order. And training module 7, I do want to let you know that you get a basic course with training module 7, and it will go through all the basic fundamental principles of the Yuen method. And that's feeling what you see Dr. Yuen doing and applying the method. It's really all about intuition. It's about feeling the difference between strong or weak. And so how do you do that? Well, the answer to that is if you think about something right now, and you can all do this along with me, think about something in your life that was a pleasant experience. And if you think about that, something happy, maybe when you fell in love, maybe something wonderful that happened with your kids, just something very pleasant. If you think about that just for a few seconds and you stop thinking and just feel in your body what that feels like, that is what you call strength. That's strong. And it's really important with the Yuen method to differentiate between strong and weak. Now, if you do the opposite and you think about something that is negative, maybe something that was an unpleasant experience for you, go ahead and just for a couple seconds think about that. And pay attention to how your body is feeling. You will feel a dip in energy in your body when you think about a negative experience. Okay, so that's what weak is. And it's really important, like I said, in the Yuen method to feel the difference between what strong is and what weak is. And when you can find the weaknesses, you're able to strengthen those weaknesses. And that's really what the training is all about, using your feeling, your perception, your intuition, getting in touch with their insight to find the right answer. And the right answer resolves your problem on the spot. The challenge that we have is that our intuition is blocked. And even some of the best leaders in the world, your intuition gets blocked. And it's really all about just coming onto the Yuen method, coming onto these live streams so Dr. Yuen can reset your mind, your body, your spirit, and then boom, you're just instantly strong again. And it's really that quick, but it does take some training. And so again, I recommend if you're new, you to take modules 1, 2, and 3. And even if you're new, you can still join us in module 7, 8, 9. That's coming up live March 17th it starts, which is next week. So definitely, even if you're new, come on the live module 7, because every week you get to ask questions, and it's a live interaction you're having with Dr. Yuen as he's teaching, and you really can learn the method. And we also get a lot of questions about, if I'm learning the method, should I still do a clinic? And the answer is yes, because the clinic is all about coming out every week, and you get to listen to Dr. Yuen work on multiple different issues. So, whether you're a mother or a father and you want to work on your kids, or you're a therapist and you're in the business of improving people's lives, you learn how to run a virtual clinic. You literally can be anywhere in the world and, over Skype, get people better. And listening to Dr. Yuen every week in the clinic will get you a lot of experience with that clinical virtual clinic. So it's open to everybody, and I highly recommend it. So moving on here in the chat, I want to make sure that we answer everybody's questions here. It seems like a lot of people are still in pain, so we'll take some more live callers. And like I said, keep letting us know how you're feeling in the chat. Okay, so we'll take another live caller.
All right, 781.
781, you're on live. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello, hi. What's your name?
Hi, I had asked a question about hot flashes. The sweat goes into my eyes, and I'm just mopping up all the time, and I'm already have exhaustion issues, so I'm just wipes me out even further.
Okay, so what kind of symptoms are you having right now, so you can get a baseline of where you're at?
It's the nausea is settling down a little bit. But
okay, so let me strengthen you for nausea. So let's eliminate your nausea right now. So that's deleted out and strengthened. So your nausea should, how does your nausea feel now? Is it gone?
I feel a difference. I'm feeling a difference.
You feel a difference?
That's
okay.
great, Marnie.
Okay, so now that your nausea, you're feeling a difference, let's get rid of your, you said that you have sweat and it's going into your eyes?
Yeah, the hot flash is coming. It just sweats. I'm just mopping up everywhere, and I get wiped out trying to, all the wetness, and it goes into my eyes.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you have these symptoms right now? Is there wetness going into your eyes right now?
No, they started to go, I just started to go down.
It started to go down. Okay, so what symptoms are you having right now? Your nausea's gone, the symptoms are diminishing. Is there anything else?
Yeah, it's lighter. It's lighter. It's just my head is.
It's lighter, but when I tune into you, my insight's picking up a weakness more in your stomach and in your diaphragmatic muscles. And it really is non-physical.
Yeah.
It's not something that's physical. It's coming up as a non-physical weakness. And when I trace that to the root, it's more ancestors. It's a weakness. So I'm going to strengthen your ancestors, and I'm also going to strengthen your home, because where you're living right now, your energy, there's weakness in your bedroom, and there's weakness in your living room and your kitchen. So I'm strengthening your entire house, because you have these symptoms more when you're in your house. So I need to strengthen and delete that out.
I know. Thank you so much for that, because I'm not able to move away from, in a government building, and I'm just feeling stuck here.
You feel stuck because you're living in a government building? Okay, so I'm strengthening your living situation and where you're living, because really you could be anywhere. If you're strong to the energy inside and outside in your surroundings, that's what it's all about. It's to have the strength, the energy, and be supported by that energy, so that you can be anywhere and be strong to it. So I'm so glad you had a chance to come on live. We look forward to having you to come on another free live stream or join the 5-week clinic. We'd love to spend more time with you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to take another live caller.
703.
703.
That's great, Marty. I'll let you handle the rest of it. I'll be here to support you to a certain extent.
Well,
but you don't really need my support.
On everyone. So 703, you're on live.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Oh, hi, it's Gloria.
Gloria, how you doing, Gloria?
Know
You're on live with us. How can we help you?
Okay, well, about 30 years ago, I was dancing, and I did a leap, and I landed on my right foot, and on the edge, and I have had a severe internal injury. No break, but it was a severe injury. I was on crutches for like 6 weeks and a cast for 8 weeks, and that foot is now swelling and hurting, and also my knees are swelling, and I'm wearing a compression stocking on that right foot. But I just wondered if you could help me with that.
Sure, absolutely. 30 years is a long time. I mean, you've been having pain for 30 years. Well, it's time. How did you hear about us?
How did I hear about you?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I think my brother-in-law sent me a link or information.
Okay, well that's great.
I have done energy healing in the past with others.
That's great because energy healers pick this up real quick. So 30 years is a long time though, so let's speed it up. The Yuen method is all about instant results. So we're gonna get rid of this right now for you. But your knees are swelling. So let's first do some corrections on your knees. There's some inflammation there, and it's not so much coming from your knees though. It's more coming from your arms actually. So let me strengthen your elbows more than your knees. Yeah, that's where the weakness is. And so you have what's called referred pain. And it feels like there was a weakness in the time. So if you go back 30 years, there was a time weakness. And that's actually why you had the injury. So I'm strengthening you, and I'm going to delete that down to 0, minus infinity, up to 100% infinite potential. So how are your knees now? How does that feel?
I'm sitting down, so I don't know. Let me see.
Why don't you stand up and get a baseline? Yeah. So I really didn't ask you for a baseline, but you said you had swelling in your knees. Is that right?
Yes. Well, right now I don't have that much swelling in the knees, but it comes and goes. I do have swelling in the foot.
Okay, so you said at first your knees were bothering you, so you don't have any pain in your knees right now or anything or swelling.
It from my knee down to the foot, I do have pain. I mean, it's not as bad right now as it has been.
Okay, but you feel it. You feel it right now. You feel it right now. You feel it right now from your knee down to your foot.
But you improved it already.
I would say the pain is at about a 2 level out of 5.
Okay, so it's improving. So is it on your right side or your left side?
It's on the right side.
Okay, so it's on your right side, but it's really coming from your left side. So we're going to strengthen your left side, we're going to strengthen your left brain, and we're going to strengthen your spinal cord to your left brain and the pentagon.
Can I also tell you?
Sure.
Also, I have one other pain on the left side, and that's kind of at the level on the left side around my waist level, and that started about 7 years ago, and these may be related actually.
Okay, so how's your pain?
It's an internal.
Okay, so without having to talk more about it, let's just get rid of it. How's your pain right now from your knee to your foot? Is it gone?
No, it's not gone, but the area feels like it's sort of vibrating. I think it's.
So do you feel a change?
I was rubbing it.
You feel a change. You feel a change.
Yeah, I think I feel a change in that it's.
Okay, so I'm gonna.
It's sort of like prickly.
Okay, so you feel it.
Well, it's coming alive.
It's coming alive. So we're gonna delete the rest of the trauma that I'm picking up because you do have some past life traumas that are affecting you. So I'm deleting any possible trauma, and it's not so much physical. It's more emotional, psychological, and it's also connections with siblings. So I'm strengthening all those down to 0, minus infinity. How do you feel now? And I'm strengthening your perception because your perception is slow. Yeah. So with the Yuen method, you have to have fast perception so that as we do these changes, your perception is keeping up with the change. It's like having a slow computer. You don't want a slow computer. So I'm speeding up your central nervous system, and I'm speeding up your brain, and I'm speeding up your perception. So with that said, how do you feel now?
Well, I'm feeling very alert, and I'm feeling like centered, but my heart is beating kind of fast, and but I'm feeling very alert.
Okay, what about from your knee to your foot? Is that pain gone?
Well, I can't say that it's gone. It's not like throbbing. I look at it, it's still swollen, but
is the pain there?
See, the pain have to go away first, and the sensation have to go away, and then the swelling will go down.
Yeah.
So we could actually
it's not any.
Yeah, we could speed it up.
We're gonna speed it up for you because there's a slowness here.
So we're both gonna do it together for you. Okay. So
okay.
We're just gonna dissipate the liquid that's accumulating in that region, or the lymphatic fluid, and let that move out your foot, and also kind of make your leg and the rest of your body be more even with each other. Okay, so
Okay.
Now, how's the swelling sensation seem like to you right now?
How's the strong sensation?
No, swelling.
Oh, the swelling sensation.
Yeah, how's it now?
Well,
Compared to before,
I
how's it now?
feel it. Yeah. It's, what I'm feeling is a little pressure or a little pain in the back of my knee of that right leg.
Uh-huh.
And the
Okay, say no more. So we already dealt with it, all right? Now how's that sensation there now? And you should not be thinking about your body so much with your mind, okay? So let your body tell you what's going on instead of you mentally try to locate what's going on there. So let's say you don't think about that leg. Now, how's your leg seem like to you?
Well, I'm walking back and forth, and I just feel a little pain in the foot as I'm walking, but the leg is not paining. Okay,
so let's remove that sensation you have for walking, okay? So that point in your foot have to go back strongly back to the spinal cord. So we just ensure that that would be strongly connected from that point to your spinal cord, and walk again. But don't put your mind on your foot. Just walk and let it tell you.
Okay.
Is that more comfortable now or not?
Yeah, I'm walking and I'm trying to stand very tall and straight, shoulders back, and
well, you want to do that, then we have to straighten your whole torso. So we're going to do that right now. All right.
And you feel very strong to changing quickly now, because when we first started talking to you, there was a weakness there. So now you do feel very strong with change and changing.
Well,
quickly.
the more people are exposed to these changes, the quicker for them to achieve changes to improve themselves.
Because 30 years is way too long to be holding on to pain like this.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a long time.
Right.
So, you know, after 30 years, you're fine. You're feeling. So let us know how you're feeling now when you walk.
Yeah, as I'm walking back and forth, it's feeling, it's feeling more even and more.
Well, that's great. That's a good
That's
starting place. You know, everything has to be even, right? So.
Yeah, that's a great word that you picked, even, because that's really what the Yuen method is all about: balance, center, stability, and have that evenness throughout your body.
Oh yeah, for sure. You want to even down to your quantum particles in the quantum particle space. They even with each other.
So is there anything you want to share with the audience listening? Is it like, how did this feel for you? I mean, you've had this for 30 years, and we're doing all kinds of shit.
It feels great, and I can just share that at the point that this started, I hadn't associated it, but I had a tremendous awakening, and I was in a state of, I was in quite an altered state, if you will, of seeing the world quite differently, lifting limits of my life. And then as years went by, I sort of let that, you know, I still can feel it, I still can know that feeling, but I sort of let it fall away. And then it was about 7 years ago that I was sitting on the couch and on a cushion, and I slipped to one side, and something ripped inside of my left side. I mean, I can still feel that on my left side around my waist. And at that point, I was feeling a lot of anger. So I can see the associations. I mean, I can see. I will process some of this that you've been saying about how these all may be related.
And as you're saying that, I'm deleting the anger that you were just articulating. So I'm deleting that anger from you and all emotions down to 0 minus infinity. But thank you so much for sharing. And like I said, we'd love to have you participate and expand further on this and continue. So thank you so much. I'm glad you got a chance to be on live with us.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. We're going to continue with the chat. There's a lot of questions coming in. One says, Dear Marnie, so we first delete the weakness and then we go ahead and do the strengthening in this order. Well, when you find a weakness, the goal is to strengthen for the deletion to take place. So it's all about strengthening. And yes, you're deleting the weaknesses, but you're strengthening for the deletion to take place. And that's actually explain more in the Yuen Method Fundamentals that you get free, the $400 class for free with the upcoming training module 7, 8, and 9. So definitely watch that video training. So thanks for the question. Continuing, and I know Kevin said he had the same question as Christina. And we're going to take some more live callers. Live stream is stopping and starting. Just go ahead and refresh your screen if that's happening. And that's great. So we'll take another live caller.
All right.
And if you stay tuned, we're going to do a live Q&A that's coming up soon. So for those of you, if you have questions, go ahead and keep them coming in. Let us know how you're feeling, and we'll answer a lot more soon. But we'll take another caller.
928.
928, you're on live. 928, you're on live. How are you doing? What's your name?
Hello?
Hello, yes, what's your name?
Mike?
Mike, how you doing, Mike? I'm glad you're able to get on live with us tonight. How are you feeling?
Not too bad, but I've got kidney pain and liver pain.
Kidney and liver pain.
I've had one kidney.
You've had one kidney. What was that?
Removed. One kidney was removed. My right kidney's removed, but I now have liver pain and kidney pain on the left side. My kidney it swells up.
Okay, so you have kidney swelling on the left side and liver pain. How long ago did you get your kidney removed?
About 8 years, 7 or 8 years ago.
Wow, 7 or 8 years ago. Okay, so right now we're going to go ahead and delete those weaknesses that we find on the left side and remove that swelling and strengthen your lymphatic system so the swelling is deleted out. And most importantly, get rid of the pain, but it's more emotional. So I'm feeling some relationship pain. The women, how's your relationships right now?
I don't have a whole lot of relationships right now.
Okay, so I'm going to strengthen you for relationships because I really feel a weakness there. And it actually goes all the way back to your mother and your ancestors and all the women ancestors. So I'm going to strengthen that. There's a little grief that I'm picking up on, so we're going to delete that out. And down to 0, minus infinity, up to 100% infinite potential. So how does that feel right now on your left side? Do you still have pain?
No pain. The swelling feels like it's gone down.
Okay, great. So the pain left, the swelling's gone. I'm going to go even further back to when you had the surgery, because when you had your kidney removed, and this is for anybody who's had surgery, it's really important to delete those memories of what caused the surgery in the first place and the karma associated with the surgery, with the doctors, with the hospital, and with everybody involved, and the reason for that surgery. So I'm actually going to the very root of why you had that surgery and deleting it. And I'm not going to explain all the details because it really doesn't need to be verbalized, but just know that it's completely been deleted out of you on every level, on the cellular, molecular, atomic, subatomic, nuclei, subnuclei, down to the quantum field, deleted out of you permanently. How does that feel now? Did you feel a change as I was doing that?
Yeah, I feel a little bit lighter.
You feel lighter. Okay, I'm also strengthening your brain and your brain connection to your spinal cord connection to your kidneys, your liver, and strengthening all your organs. Did you feel that?
Yes.
Okay, so before I hang up, I want to make sure that your pain is gone. So can your pain is gone?
Yes, I'm bending over and checking.
Okay.
Yes, it feels better.
Okay, good. So it was really coming mostly your greatest weakness that I picked up on. Again, it was more relationship. So I don't know, do you have anything to share with our audience, how you felt as that was taking place?
It's just, I just feel a lot lighter and better.
You feel lighter and better. Okay, well, that's great. 7 years later, so it was your time to finally delete that. So are you interested in learning this? How would you like to learn how to do this? How would you like to be able to do this on yourself?
And for others.
And for others. Yeah. It's real easy.
Yeah.
I feel doubt there coming from you. I'm going to strengthen you to doubt. You think you couldn't be able to do this?
Well, the doubts is from other things in life that's doubtful, right? So it's not just doubt about doing this, right? It's like
doubt about other things.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I'm strengthening you. How does that feel? You think you'd be able to do this on yourself?
And others.
And others?
I think so. I already have your book.
You have the book. So the book is great. It explains all the principles. So that's the first step. Did you watch the videos? Any video trainings?
I've listened to the four the audios that came after the book.
Okay, how did you like those?
I thought they were pretty good.
They're pretty good. Okay, so it's a good start on the principles. So keep going with us. Keep going.
Yeah, keep doing that and share with others. When other people also improve because of you, you will improve even more.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds
Thank
good.
you.
I'm glad you feel more alive. That's great. I mean, wow, after getting a kidney removed, I mean, you definitely, I'm happy you're on the call tonight, and I'm happy you felt that you're very open and receptive, so that's great. So continue with strength your way, and thank you for joining us tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, some more things are coming in the chat. Other people that have pain, so we're going to try. Wow, Jean says, something just flew through my spine. Fantastic. Well, thanks, Jean, for sharing that. Joan says, feel the same as Kathy. Sherry says, can you please send some healing to my daughter? Okay, so just know that for those of you who are concerned about your family, whether it's your parents or your children, we want to let you know that yes, you can, when you learn the Yuen method or you come to a clinic, Dr. Yuen will either strengthen your family, your loved ones, or you can learn how to do this on yourself.
Well, that's how the work going to change when more people just do this. And actually everyone is capable of doing it. So it's not a lengthy process.
Okay, and Patricia says, really feeling the energy shifting, even from others' questions getting answered. Thanks. So thanks, Patricia, for sharing that. Judy says she agrees that the book is a must for everyone, as are the telecourses. Well, thanks, Judy, for sharing that. Others are saying other things. So we'll go through this chat, and if you have any questions, let us know. But we're going to take one more live caller, and then we'll go into the Q&A. So another caller, please.
All right. 773.
773. 773. That's what, Illinois. You're on live.
Hello?
Hello. Yes. Are you from Illinois?
Yes, Chicago area.
Chicago. Yeah, I know that area code. I used to live there. How you doing? What's your name?
Oh, my name's Teresa. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Oh, that's great.
It's an honor and a privilege to talk to y'all.
Oh, well, that's great. I'm so happy you joined us here tonight. How can we help you? Did you feel pain somewhere in your body?
Well, for the last 2.5 years, I've been misdiagnosed with plantar fasciitis and both feet.
Plantar fasciitis
my feet are in a lot of pain. And my thighs, my legs, my calves are very tight and fatigued. It's very hard to sleep at night.
Okay.
Now they're thinking maybe it's the bones in the heel in both feet. And,
well, the plantar fasciitis is... Okay, sorry.
Pardon me?
Okay, so let's look at your plantar fasciitis between the heel and the front of your foot. What bothers you the most? Your heel or towards the front of your foot?
My heels. Both heels.
Your heels. Okay, so I don't really feel that it's coming from your heels. It's mostly your spinal cord connection to your hands and your joints. So we're going to strengthen that. And I also feel mostly financial situations. So I'm going to strengthen you to your finances. I'm going to strengthen you to your father because there's a weakness there, and strengthen you to the whole pentagon of your family, and also feng shui and strengthen your house because I feel that the living space that you're in is weak, and especially where you sleep. Your bed, totally weak. So we need to strengthen your bed and where you sleep, and you have a lot of negative spiritual experiences when you sleep that are coming up that need to be deleted out of you. So I'm going to delete that out of you and strengthen your spinal cord to those memories down to 0 minus infinity. How do your heels feel now? Did you feel a change?
Yes, there's definitely lighter, something's different.
They feel lighter. Okay. You said that you had swelling, not just pain, right? You had swelling in your, where do you have the swelling?
Typically I don't. I don't see swelling, but physically I'm in pain. I mean, throughout the day, being any kind of, if I'm, sitting for even a moment, I'm in a lot of pain.
Okay, so actually sitting is a weak, I'm going to stop you in your tracks as you say that, because when you sit, there's a weakness to sitting. So when you sit too long, you have pain. So that's a weakness that we want to strengthen. So you're actually stronger to being out and about than you are sitting, because when you sit, there is a past trauma associated with sitting, and it wasn't in this life, it was in a past life. So every time you sit, you are actually abused when you sat. And I know that logically may not make sense to you, but that's the memory that's actually stored in your cells. So I'm going to delete that out of your cellular, molecular, atomic, subatomic, nuclei, down to the quantum field right now. When you think about sitting now, how do you feel?
I did want to cry as you were talking about that, being abused while sitting, and now I do feel better about it.
You do? Okay, so let's delete that memory, all the grief out of you with the abuse. So that's completely gone and deleted out of you. So how is your emotions now?
I'm better.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's great. Your heels feel better and you feel better. So thank you so much for joining us. Have you learned the method? Have you taken any module trainings?
Yeah, I was actually doing some work about sitting myself. I've got the book and all that, and I've done work about with sitting, but I was surprised on how I did pick up on the weakness of sitting, but you cleared it, and I didn't.
Well, no, but you picked up on it. So, yeah, but the course will, the book actually explains it enough that you picked up on it, so that's great. But now that you've read the book and know the principles, we, invite you to a live training, and you can go even further with your intuition. Would you like to learn how to do this?
Yeah, I am familiar with it. Yes. Okay. But I am going to definitely look into the teleclinic. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, the teleclinic is a bit different than the course. It actually, you can submit an issue for 5 weeks, and Dr. Yuen will personally evaluate and reevaluate you and go into, and not only you, but if your family members, anyone around you, whoever else you want to submit issues for. So it is, it's a process. It's not something you just want to do once. So before I let you go, I wanted to just, let you know that, and we're here for you. And come back to more of our live streams and keep strong. That's what it's all about. Stay strong. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so it's coming to the live. If anyone has any questions, definitely feel free to put those in here. If anyone has any logistical questions, I know we're going to do a group correction right now and a group deletion because a lot of people are asking for that. So we're going to do an overall strengthening for anyone with any kind of physical pain in your body. So we'd like everybody watching, rotate your neck in circle-like movements, just like that. And then just start to rotate your spine in circle-like movements. And Dr. and I are tuning into everyone in the group because we can feel who you are, right? And we're going to strengthen your neck. We're going to strengthen your physical body. And we're going to delete, in general, any kind of physical, mental, emotional, psychological, psychic, or spiritual experiences that could be affecting your physical body. We're directing you the strength now. And so we'd like you to rotate your neck again. And we're actually loosening that up. We're loosening up your sacrum. And this is a lot of what we do in the clinic, but we want you to experience this. That's why we take a lot of calls. So you see how fast this is possible. The people that you saw on the show tonight were in pain for 30 years, and it's gone. 7 years, it's gone. So it's time to stop limiting your life. Don't accept your pain any longer. Don't accept limitations. That's what this is all about. How to live a life without pain, without illness, without limitations. And like I said, if I see you in the chat right now, if you're writing in that you have pain, definitely either come back to another live stream or join Dr. Yuen's clinic. It starts next week. We're giving a $200 coupon. So if you email us, you'll see here in the admin notice, just go ahead and email us at contactus@yuenmethod.com, or go ahead and click that link and it'll give you all the details about the 5-week clinic that starts in March. If you can't make that one, there's another one in April. And if you can't make that, there's another clinic in May. So definitely, I know I keep emphasizing that, but the clinic is what it's all about. Because if you've been suffering from something your whole life, it's time to join a clinic and get rid of it. And best yet is to learn it and join the module trainings. Module 7, 8, 9, you can read all about it. If you go ahead and click that link in the admin, it'll tell you all the details, because that's starting live next week too. And you can, it's all about live energy and feeling this and learning how to do this. And, you know, like I said, the best thing about the clinic is if there's someone out there that you really want to help, whether it's your kids or your parents, you can just submit it. And each week, Dr. Yuen will strengthen you for that. They don't even have to know, you know, it's like you're just a surrogate for them. And that's really one of the best things. I know for me, myself, if you read the book, you read the intro, the Yuen method saved my life, literally. And, you know, no matter how serious your illness is or how trivial it may seem to you, this is, you know, absolutely for everyone and anyone. I mean, a lot of people are asking us questions. Does this work with, you know, heart conditions, with brain damage, with serious chronic illnesses? And my answer is that, you know, this isn't something that you just do once. It's fast, it's great, but, you know, you can get a personal appointment with Dr. Yuen on his website. All you have to do is go to yuenmethod.com. But following the one-on-one, if it's something chronic, you know, that's why we developed the 5-week clinic, because it's every week for 5 weeks. The benefit is priceless. I mean, you know, every week for 5 weeks, you get evaluated and reevaluated, and your pain's gone. So if you're questioning it, I mean, it's time that you got to invest in yourself. You know, it's the best thing you can do. You know, I'm not here to talk you into it, and I'm not here, you know, it works for me. It worked. You see just all these live examples. And I really encourage you to keep going, because, you know, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. When I lost my health, my life was miserable, and everybody around me was miserable with me. And I know just with one treatment, literally, Dr. Yuen can reset your mind, body, spirit, and just like that, you're back to normal. And we all need this. I don't care. You know, we have a lot of people that have been therapists for a long time, and they're out there, they're improving the quality of people's lives, which is wonderful. The Yuen method is, you know, a great thing to integrate into your practice. If you are a healthcare practitioner, if your business and getting people better, this is a virtual clinic experience so that you can do the same thing with your patients. You know, it's time for us not to be doing this one-on-one, to be doing groups, because the world needs you. The world needs this, and that's why I'm here live. And I haven't done a live event with Dr. Yuen in a while, but I come from the passion of my heart, because it saved my life, and I want to reach out to more people. So,
sounds great. Oh, you said it, Marnie, and you did a great job in improving people. So I pass you the torch.
So Patricia, let's answer some questions. Patricia says, can you do the clinics as a couple? Well, if you join the clinic, yes, you can submit for either you or your partner each week. So you can submit one issue, and it can be for you or your partner. And let's see, if anyone else has any questions. A lot of people, let me hear comments back. Is your pain feeling better? This is the best method on earth, says Joanna. Thank you, Joanna. Let's see, other people have foot pain, so let's strengthen foot pain. People want to lose weight, they have swelling, your bowels not working. Look, if you're writing in that your bowels aren't working, if you have ear problems, the clinic is for you. You know, we can only talk to so many people live today. We're directing you strength, but if you're one of these people, you know, who said your sacrum, your tailbone area is constricted, you know, join our clinic. Let's see, I have fat balls in my eyes. My ears feel blocked. You did too. A great job with those videos. Thanks, Dean. I'm glad you liked those videos. And for those of you who haven't watched us, you get them free if you join Module 789. So it seems that a lot of people, you know, want strengthening. Any other questions, let us know, because we're wrapping things up right now. I do want to encourage you to click on those links in the admin notice, and it'll give you all the details that you need about our 5-week clinic and our upcoming training modules. But hip pain, teeth pain, bone pain, we're strengthening you all. We hear your comments, but like I said, again, we only have so much time, and we're coming to an end for tonight, and we want to invite you to the clinic, because anything and everything can be strengthened and fast. That's what it's all about. So thanks so much for joining us. And there's one more question coming in. Why are the training modules so expensive? One module costs a lot. Well, it's not. It's really, you got to ask the question, how much is your life worth?
Well, everything's relative, and we just want to ensure that people are going to have that prosperity coming in a direction that nothing is really expensive.
So, you know, and this really isn't a sales pitch. This is generated to generate you a quality of life. And if a quality of life is what you want, you know, this is for you. So, you know, we offer these live streams for free just to show you what's possible. And we do as many of them as possible a month. But, you know, to go deeper into each one of you and learn and train, you know, it does cost. But we are offering a $200 coupon. So check that out or send us an email at contactus@yuenmethod.com. And the clinics are, you get a lot more for your money if you join a clinic. You get a lot more time and a lot more evaluation. So okay, we're getting only 2 more minutes left, and the book is only $6. So you can get the ebook on Amazon.com. So, and like I said, we have free video courses and more free streams. So we'd like to offer you everything that we can. Okay, so anything else you'd like to add, Dr. Yuen?
Well, just be part of it, right? Because this is what's going to change the world, and be part of that pushing the envelope to change everybody to improve. Right?
Skepticism will always come from your mind. And if you're worrying about the price, then you got to look at your health.
We delete the mind. So
you have to delete your mind.
The mind is not there to serve
but
you.
The price that you pay, you will make back. When you learn how to do this, and then you can go out there and do this as a career, you will make your money back 100,000 times more. Because the whole world is in pain and they need you.
We did it for you,
and
so
you know, it's like I spent over hundreds of $1,000s on medical expenses with surgeries and whatnot. You can read my story in the book. And you know, in one treatment, you know, for $400, I mean, all my pain went away.
Well, not only that, you make money doing this.
And
so.
right, and you can do consultations and charge money. I mean, Dr. Yuen has certified instructors globally who are doing the method. You can check that out on our website. We highly recommend they certified.
Well, actually, when you follow the step that we're going to provide for you, you always make money with improving people.
Yes,
they will pay you even if you don't want to get paid.
So you will never have financial problems when you learn this method, because when you know how to do this and you get results for people, it's a career and it's a wonderful one.
Oh,
and you're helping
well said.
improve the quality of people's lives.
Thanks for saying that. So
we look forward to you joining us. If you have questions, like I said, contact us at yuenmethod.com. Until then,
all right, take care. All right.
Strength your way, everybody. Thank you.
Strong your midline.
Midline strength.